In this video we are going to learn how to write C program for implementing this transpose of a matrix. We have given a input matrix M and the output matrix is T, that is transpose of the given matrix M. First we will see what is the order of this matrix. The order of this matrix M is the number of rows and number of columns. It is 2 into 3. We have 2 rows and 3 columns. Then what is the order of this output matrix T, that is transpose of this M? It is reverse of this 3 into 2. Totally we have 3 rows and 2 columns. In this input matrix M, 2 into 3, this we have 6 different elements. Like the same in the output matrix T, we have 6 elements arranged in different order. If we mark the index position of this matrix M, we have 2 rows. So the index position is in the range of 0 and 1. The index of this first row is 0, index position of the second row is 1. Like that, if you mark the index position of column, it is 0, 1 and 2. In the output matrix T, the index position of rows ranges from 0, 1 and 2. The index position of the column is 0 and 1. If we want to perform transpose of the matrix, the row element in the input matrix is converted into column. The row elements are transposed to column element in the transpose matrix. See here, the first row is transferred into first column in transpose matrix. The second row in input matrix M is transposed into second column in this transpose matrix. Let us check how we are going to perform this transpose of a matrix. Consider the elements in the first row of input matrix. Okay, so in the input matrix M, the elements in the first row is 2, 7 and 11. What is the index position of 2? It is 0 of 0. Okay, in input matrix M, in the 0th row and in 0th column we have 2. 7 is in M of 0 of 1. Okay, and then the element 11 is the third element, that is in input matrix M in 0th row and in 0th row in second column. Okay, we have this second index position column 2, we have the element 11. These are all the elements in the first row of input matrix. These are the index position of the element in the input matrix. Okay, so the first row is converted or transposed into first column in transpose matrix. Okay, so in transpose matrix, 2 is in the index position of 0 of 0. Take this element 7, it is transposed into this place. 7 is in the index position of 1 of 0, T of 1 of 0, and then take the third element, that is it is transposed into this place. It is in the index position of 2 of 0. Okay, T of 2 of 0. Like this way, the elements in first row is transposed into the elements in the column of this transpose matrix. Take the second elements in the second row. In input matrix M, in the second row we have elements 9, 13 and 5. What is the index position of 9 in this input matrix M? It is in the index position of 1 of 0. It is M of 1 of 0. Then 13 is in the index position of 1 of 1. And 5 is in the index position of M of 1 of 2. So the elements in the second row is transposed into elements in the second column of this transpose matrix. Take 9. 9 is in the index position of 0 of 1 in the transpose matrix T. It is in 0 of 1. And then 13 is transposed into the index position of 1 of 1, and then the 5 is transposed into index position of 2 of 1. It is T of 2 of 1. So by this way, the row element in input matrix is transposed or converted into column elements in the output matrix, that is T. These steps converts the elements in the first row of input matrix into the first column elements of the transpose matrix. These 3 steps is to convert the elements in the second row of input matrix, that is 9, 13, 5, into the elements in the second column of the output matrix, that is T. Okay. In general, if we match, this is the index position I. Okay, this is the index position of the row. It is in general implemented as I. Then these were all the index position of the column. It is implemented as J. Okay. Then it is converted into, take this one, this is index position I, and this is the column index position J. Okay. So when it is transposed into transpose matrix, okay, it is converted into, this is J and I. Okay, so I is converted here. Okay, I is transposed into the index position of row is transposed into index position of column. The index position of column is transposed into index position of row. In general, we may write this as the statement, that is T of J comma I. J comma I is equal to M of I comma J. M of I comma J. So using this general expression, we may able to perform this conversion. Okay, and then I is going to take the index position of row, J is going to take the index position of the column. Okay, so in this conversion, initially I takes the value of 0. Okay, so initially I takes the value of 0. When I takes the value of 0, value of J ranges from 0 to 2. Value of J ranges from 0 to 2. Okay, so in the second conversion, okay, this is index position I represent index position of row, J represents index position of columns. Okay, here I takes the value of 1 and J takes the value in the range of 0, 1 and 2. So J takes the value of 0, 1 and 2. Okay, so if we convert this into statement, okay, so I may use a for loop. Okay, for I equal to 0, initially I takes the value of 0, in the next iteration I takes the value of 1. So each time I is incremented by 1. How long I need to continue? Until I is less than I is less than 2. This number of rows in input matrix is 2, so I less than 2. If I want to replace, okay, inside this I may replace the values of J into for loop. It may be replaced as for J of 0. Initially J of value is 0. Each time J is incremented by 1. Okay, how long I need to continue? Until it is 2. So J less than 3. That is number of columns in the input matrix. We can put in this general statement inside this 2 nested for loop. Okay, the outer for loop varies the index position of rows from 0 to 2. Totally we have 2 rows, so it varies the index position of rows from 0 to 2. The inner for loop variable is J, which represents the index position of columns. Okay, column we have 3 columns, so the values of J ranges from 0 to 2. Using this coding, we can able to convert the input matrix given into the equivalent transpose matrix. We have written the C program. Inside main, we have declaration section first. Okay. That is M is input matrix T is my output matrix. Initially input matrix is implemented as two-dimensional array with index of 3 into 3. Totally we can have 9 elements in this input matrix. Like the same transpose matrix, during the declaration it is declared as two-dimensional array with maximum 3 rows and 3 columns. Totally we can have 9 elements. During runtime we may change the number of rows and number of columns in input matrix M and transpose matrix. In addition to this, we have declared 4 integer variable I, J, R and C. I is going to hold the index position of rows, J is going to hold the index position of columns, R is the total number of rows in input matrix, C is the total number of column in input matrix. Before we get the elements in input matrix, we are supposed to get the number of rows and column in input matrix, that is R and C. After getting that, using this nested for loop, we are going to get the elements in my input matrix. This outer for loop has a loop variable I, which is going to hold the index position of rows. Okay, if R is total number of rows, then the index position ranges from 0 to R minus 1. So loop variable is varied from 0 to R less than I less than R, or I less than or equal to R minus 1. Both are same. The inner for loop has loop variable j, which is going to hold the index position of columns. The index position of column is going to range from 0 to C column, total number of column minus 1. Using this scanf statement, we are going to get the input value for individual element in this input matrix M. After getting values of the input matrix, you are supposed to print the input matrix in matrix format before we start converting this input matrix into transpose matrix. After getting values of input matrix, we are printing values of input matrix in matrix format using this nested for loop. Outer for loop varies the index position of rows from 0 to R. The inner for loop varies the index position of column from 0 to C minus 1. Okay. This printf statement will print the individual element. After printing one single row, we are supposed to move to the next line for printing the second row. To move into the next line, we are using this control and printf control n. It will move the control to the next line. Okay. So using this nested for loop, we are printing the input matrix whatever we have inputted in matrix format. Then we are supposed to perform the transpose of the input matrix. Transpose of the input matrix, as we discussed, is performed using this statement. M of I of j is converted into j of the index position of row here is converted into index position of column. The index position of column in input matrix is converted into index position of row in this output matrix T. After performing transpose of the matrix, we are supposed to print the output matrix. So this nested for loop is to print the values of output matrix, that is T. While printing the values of the output matrix, I holds the index position of rows. In input matrix, we have R number of rows and C number of column. It is transposed into transpose matrix into C number of rows and R number of columns, since the row is transposed into columns. Okay, so I varies from 0 to C minus 1. The J, which is holding the index position of column, ranges from 0 to R minus 1. Then this printf statement will print the elements in the transpose matrix T. After printing one single row, we need to move to the next line to print the second row element. So we are using this printf statement to move to the next line. So if we use printf/n, it will move to the next line. Okay. So each row is printed in each row element is printed in one single row, and then using this nested for loop we are printing all the elements in output matrix T. So this is C program for implementing transpose matrix. In the declaration section we have declared input matrix M and output matrix T, which is implemented as two-dimensional array. I hold the index position of row, J holds the index position of columns, R is total number of rows in input matrix, C is total number of column in input matrix. First nested for loop is to get values of the input matrix. Before getting values of the input matrix, we are supposed to get number of rows and number of columns. Thus, nested for loop is to print the input matrix in matrix format. Okay, the statement written in this red color is to perform the transpose of the matrix. Using this expression, we are going to transpose the input matrix M, the element in ith and jth position, into the output matrix J in jth and ith position. Okay, the last nested for loop is to print the value of output matrix, that is T. While printing the values of the output matrix, J holds the index position of row. The row in input matrix is mapped into column. The number of column is mapped into the number of rows. Okay, so I varies from 0 to C minus 1, that is index position of rows in output matrix. J varies from 0 to R minus 1, which is the index position of rows in, columns in output matrix.